All right, here we go. So, Raze guide, right? Your satchels, you press Q, you press Q to again to activate it, right? So you get two of them. The fastest you can do it is like this. This is me just spamming Q as fast as I can. So there is a delay to it, right? Depending on where you throw it, depending on where you are relative to it, it'll propel you in that direction, right? To do that again, if I'm in front of it, it'll propel me forward. Okay, and if I'm directly on top of it, same thing. It'll shoot me straight up. Now, if you are jumping, so that was all without like moving or jumping or anything. If I am jumping, it'll send me even farther, I think. So if you look at this comparatively, actually maybe that doesn't matter. Same. But if you're jumping like this, I made it to about here. If I just wait, it's like slightly shorter, slightly. And again, if I'm right on top of it, sends me up. If I jump, sends me up probably a little higher. It's not that much different, but you'll get a little more distance. So in order to do your double satchel combo, right? So you want to be able to like run. You want to check in front of you. You want to run, and right as you go over it, you want to jump and then jump and press Q. So that's the first step. You want to get used to that. Just jump and Q. Jump and Q. Jump and Q, and you want to make sure you're in front of it, because if you do it too early, it'll send you straight up. If you do it extremely early, it'll send you backwards. So you want to make sure you're in front of it. See, I'm in front of it. Okay, that was a bad example, but I'm in front of it. Send me forward. And again, depending on what angle you are relative to it, it'll send you in that direction. Another important note. You might see me like shaking my mouse like this. The reason why is because your mouse will be your primary mode of kind of moving through the air. So normally, if I don't move or anything, it'll just send me forward, right? Let's say I want to like curve around this thing. You actually have to move your mouse. Okay, so if you just use your A and D, you'll notice like if you don't use your mouse, your hands are off your mouse. If you try to do A and D, like it moves you very, very little. So the way you actually move while you're in the air is using your mouse. So whichever direction you're moving your mouse is the direction that you'll go. If I do this, I aim right, it'll move me right. I aim left, it'll move me left. Like this. So you can pretty much like go in a complete circle actually. Like right back to where I started. You have to be very comfortable with like your mouse movement here. So this is all, again, we're just using one satchel just to get used to it. But once you get that, like once you get comfortable with the one satchel jump, you can start doing the two satchel jump. I also notice that I'm aiming at the floor because I like aiming at the floor because it helps me kind of like maneuver where I'm going. So easier that way, especially when you do double satchel, you're gonna kind of have to aim at the floor, because when you double satchel, you're doing the first one while you're mid-air. You want to throw the second one down, and because you're still moving forward, that second one will make you go even farther. So what that looks like, you do your first one like that. As soon as you throw your first one down, you activate it. You throw your second one down, you activate it. And again, whatever angle you're at will determine how high or how far you go. So it'll take some practice. I'm not an expert myself. It takes practice to kind of get the timing right. But you can pretty much go very far if you like master the timing. Yeah, when you throw your second one down, you kind of want to throw it like I'd say probably like at this angle, because as you're moving, if you throw it at that angle, you're going to be moving, and then you can activate it again, you'll keep going. Some of the really good Raze players, they can pretty much move across the entire map. Like I've seen Raze players like literally, oh wait, hold on, I've seen like really good Raze players, they can actually go like around the entire map of Ascent without ever touching the floor. So they'll be like this. See, I overshot it there, but I mean, the really good Raze players, they'll be able to like pretty much control where they go. So another thing here when you're on the sledge, you could do this. I messed up there. Yeah, like you can pretty much jump from there onto site. What I like to do actually, which I think is easier, is you can actually throw it on the floor. So you can give yourself like a little head start and then go. I'm obviously messing this up, but it's quite simple once you get the hang of it. I'm just having a hard time explaining and like doing, but yeah, you can easily get on site, or even if you're up here actually, you can kind of just like and then get on site this way, clear dice, clear hell, whatever. And same thing on defense. Like, I mean, on defense, you usually don't want to double satchel into any team, but like you can get up here. You actually don't need a satchel to get up here. You just run at it from this angle, jump, crouch. I messed up, but you have to jump, crouch, and let go of crouch. Basically, do this, jump, crouch, let go of crouch. Then you go here, you do this. I messed up again. And then you can go like all the way around this corner, basically. That's why I like using the judge, right? If I use the judge, very nice, because I can pretty much just, if I know they're coming at least, like even with your ult actually. So this is what a lot of people do when they have ult. You press ult, or you press Q, ult. You do this and then just shoot whenever they're there. The problem is like it takes so long for your ult to come out sometimes. But sometimes you like whiff, and like I think Raze ult in general is like very, very bad because you have to be pretty much spot on to where they are in order to kill them. If you're like even remotely like far away from shooting it, it won't kill them, unfortunately. And that's why I think it needs a buff, but it's fine. Yeah, so you can do this jump and then, you know, use a judge or whatever. You can also go on the other side, so I didn't even talk about B site yet. And again, we're just talking about Ascent right now, but you can pretty much play Raze on any map, especially maps that are close quarter like this. Again, you could like, you know, just double satchel, whatever. I guess on defense, on B, you can actually go up here and do the same thing. You could do something like this. I keep messing up, but you get the idea. Like, you can pretty much, like, catch the enemy as off guard and just, like, kill them all. Yeah, if you're gonna do that with a judge, make sure you have your judge out. If you have your knife out, your knife is gonna come out first. You need your gun out, and then you do this. And then you go. That's pretty much it. It just takes some practice to get the timing down, but the most fundamental thing is just practice with one. Practice like where you are relative to it. You can look at the ground to kind of visualize where you are. That would help. And then once you get comfortable with one, you can start doing two. Like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.